Good evening. This is Gloria Jones, and I am getting started with week two's journal. And this week we are still talking about physical fitness, and we are going to go a little deeper. So we had a challenge this week, and we basically had to do a Rockport Fitness walking test. So this was challenging, and we did go on into it. So because of the time, I'm going to try to stay within my 5 minutes this time. If I go a little over, please forgive me, but like I said, I'm going to try to stay within that time frame. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the physical assessment is as follows. The questions are, why is it important to complete a readiness assessment prior to starting an exercise program? So my answer is to make sure one is physically fit to exercise and there are no underlying medical conditions that may exist. Also, so one will know how one may compare to others in one's age group. Question number 2, why is it important to assess your beginning fitness level? Because this gives one an opportunity to chart progress to see if the fitness program is working and where an area of improvement needs to be implemented. And what were your results? Well, my results were my heart rate was 122 and my pulse rate was 120, which basically put me in the category of above average. Okay, so yay me. And my next question was, how did your results compare to other individuals within your age range? So I am pretty much in the average range for my peer group. And were you happy with these results? I was very happy with my results, to say the least. And the reason why I was happy is because I've been pretty stagnant since late October, which in North Carolina, that is when our fall season starts. So we pretty much go into that season where it starts getting a little cooler, and I am an outdoor type of person. I prefer walking, jogging, and things of that nature, outdoor activities. So when the weather starts getting cooler, I tend to kind of fall off as far as my routine is concerned. I'm sorry, I'm just not that gung-ho type of person who can exercise when it gets cold. I see those diehard people out there, cheering them all the way, who goes out here and they exercise with their the proper attire on, which is one thing that I did learn, that you do need to dress appropriately for the weather whenever you do exercise, and that just makes good common sense. And I am a sweater, so I don't like to have the layer of clothes on. That's very uncomfortable for me, and it just makes exercising not so fun and not so comfortable. So I do not like to do that. So with that being said, when the weather starts getting cooler and I start sweating, which usually makes me become ill, so I do not walk when the season breaks. But good news, it's starting to get a little warm. The springtime is near, so hip hip hooray, I can get back out there and start walking again and doing those things that I need to do. So no excuses, right? Okay, so we're going to get back out there and do what I need to do. So question number 5, why were you happy with these results? Well, like I said, I was happy with my results because because I had I'm getting pretty stagnant and I wasn't doing anything. And I think I just answered that question. So let's go ahead to number 6. So it says, whether you were happy with your results or not, identify 3 ways you could improve your results. And of course, it would be, I can better my results by being consistent. So that's definitely something I need to work towards, by setting goals weekly and by tracking my progress. All those things will help me become more focused and basically, consistency is the key. Habit will definitely keep me focused and keep me to the point where it's like it will become a lifestyle, and that's the goal. Once we begin to implement things to the point where it becomes a part of us, then we can say we've made those lifestyle changes, and that's always the goal. Okay. And how does the lifestyle factor of physical fitness affect overall health and wellness? Well, it allows the body to perform at its optimum state, both physically and emotionally, by allowing the cardiovascular system to work properly, provide proper muscular tone and strength, and relieve stress. And question number 8 was, how do these results relate back to your physical wellness results from week 1? Well, my physical wellness was one of my lowest scores in week 1. And this challenge alone was a plus in my favor because it was a catalyst to get me back in sync with my exercise regimen. So it definitely was a plus in my favor. And which other dimensions of wellness does physical wellness affect, and how? Well, I definitely say that physical wellness affects emotional, spiritual, intellectual, and occupational wellness. And I say this because exercise helps one think clearer and relieve stress. If one is physically fit, one chance are reduced of developing medical conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and strokes, which can cause one to miss work either short-term or long-term. So these are ways that being physically fit or being physically well can affect other dimensions of physical wellness. So that's it for week 2's journal. We'll see you next week with week 3 journal. And you have a great rest of your evening, and bye for now.